Medical Director for Emergency Management at UMC New Orleans and LCMC Health, and he also served as New Orleans EMS Director. He says from a public health standpoint, it's very important for people in the area of that big fire to heed the evacuation order. Now, just looking at the amount of thick black smoke is concerning, whether you have medical conditions or not. And Dr. Elder says it's best for everyone to limit exposure to the smoke that's been billowing from that site for hours.
Kind of two major issues you want to think about when you have an explosion like this in a fire. Number one is obviously any chemicals and then just combustion from the fire. So anything that then turns into soot from the fire, the smoke, can cause irritation for people's lungs, especially those with known lung disease, and can have problems there. You also, and it doesn't sound like this is the issue here today, but if there's any chemicals involved, you want to make sure that you're following any guidance from the local authorities to avoid any exposure to chemicals that could be released into the atmosphere. Again, I don't think we're seeing any of that today from what I've heard so far. And then finally, it's also just the danger of the fire and any possible explosions from whatever is, burning at the plant. When you have large pressurized containers, such as large tanks or even rail cars that are pressurized, if they come to a temperature that causes an explosion, you're talking about fragments that could go, not only feet or hundreds of feet, but up to a mile away. And so that's why in cases like this, we really look at large scale radius, for example, a mile away in this case, to make sure that people are safe in case there's more explosions or additional fire.
No injuries have been reported, but as always, UMC, as the region's level 1 trauma center, is ready to respond if there are injuries that result from the huge explosion. Bottom line, if you don't need to be in that area, stay away.